Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mojo Q News. So it's MOJOQ News. I saw this article on Fox News, great article. Elon Musk to attend Trump's Pennsylvania rally at the site of the assassination attempt. Guys, I just think Elon Musk joining the Trump team is just so big. I mean, the guy goes to Twitter, gets rid of 80 to 85% of the staff, and Twitter's running better than ever. So I would love to see him and Kennedy get in there, and let's do the same to government. Let's get rid of 80 to 85% of government. Think of all that money that would save us. And they're not needed anyways. Most of these, I mean, guys, Washington, D.C. votes 98% Democrat. How is that, how can that government be fair to the American people? I mean, let's look what's going on in North Carolina right now with this hurricane. FEMA has yet to get in there and do anything. I mean, government's so incompetent. So to have Elon Musk on our team, I just think it's just great. So here, this is a quick video, guys. It's a 4-minute video. I figured let's watch it. It talks a little bit about the security of the upcoming Trump rally in Butler. Because not forget, this is where the first assassination attempt happened. This is where the guy got shots off and actually almost killed President Trump. Well, let's see what they have to say here.
Tomorrow, former President Donald Trump returns to the site of his first assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, as Secret Service looks to correct their fatal mistakes in July. Among the changes, law enforcement teams will have a unified command post and communication system, as well as surveillance drones and increased personnel. Pennsylvania Congressman Mike Kelly, he's the chairman of the Trump assassination attempt task force, and he will be at that rally. Mr. Chairman, thanks so much for joining the program.
Oh, it's great to be with you, Lawrence. Thank you.
So, Mr. Chairman, when I look at the report that you guys released, one of the things that continues to catch my eye is that you guys said that some of the concerns and some of the malpractices still have not been addressed. Is the former president safe at this rally then?
Look, as you go through life, you rarely get a second chance to correct something that you did wrong the first time. Mm-hmm. I will tell you what I have. I've been to the farm show. I live here. I've lived here my whole life. I was there on the 13th of July. I'll be there on October the 5th. I've been back and forth with the farm show during the weeks there as we're getting ready for the next event to take place. It's a strikingly different thing. On the first part, on July 13th, the fingers were being pointed at local law enforcement. These guys did an incredible job. They did everything they were asked to do. The problem was there was no readiness. They being the federals, the Secret Service, Homeland, FBI, they weren't ready for that day, and it's very evident to everybody right now. You weren't ready. You weren't ready. Quit pointing your fingers at other people. There's a paranoia that goes through these federal agencies that needs to go away. Mm-hmm. Listen, we want to believe in them. We want to have faith in them. You know what? They've got to stand up to it. So, Lawrence, when you look at it now I was just there yesterday, looking at how much different it is now, the way it's protected as the way it wasn't protected on July 13th. There is really an envelope around there. There's no longer two command centers. There's one command center. Yeah. The ability to use frequencies that make sense and communicate with each other, totally different than July 13th. They didn't know, and I'm going to make this statement because this is important. In July 13th, we knew far before 11 minutes after 6 that there was a suspicious person on the grounds. Of all the thousands of people on the grounds that day, there was only one person they kept talking about.
And that person got shot, was able to carry a gun and get on top of a building. And they knew about him the whole time. How they're another government agency just failing us. I mean, if President Trump would have been killed, what would have happened to this country? Guys, How does it get
was
here?
a suspicious person. My question still will go down to, if you knew there was a suspicious person, you couldn't track him. Why did you let the president go out on that stage?
It's malpractice.
Why not say, Mr. President, hold up, we're not ready for you?
It's security 101. Chairman, one last question for you, and I don't want to go into the former president's security detail and all that, because there is a threat of Iran right now. But I'm curious, there's still some holes here. And part of it is the military assets. I know he's no longer the commander-in-chief, but there's a foreign government going after him. Why isn't the former president getting those military assets? He needs those right now, especially when you talk about his transportation, such as his plane.
Yes, well, Lawrence, you and I both know there's a difference as who's running the country. We've watched 3.5 years of the biggest disaster ever to run the White House. Look, if we're true and we're being honest with each other, it doesn't matter what party you belong to. It does belong to, do you deserve the protection? And when when you don't get the same protection as other places, that's a decision made at the top of the level, right? It starts at the top. The executive branch does all these things. They have abdicated their position, and they allow these things to happen and say, oh, we don't have enough money. Oh, we don't have enough men. What they don't have is enough honesty running that whole show right now.
It's so true, Mr. Chairman. I don't care if it's Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush. Former presidents are still symbols of our country, and we should protect them. And they're only going after one man right now. And we have to ask ourselves why, and why they're not giving him the necessary security. Chairman, thank you so much for joining the program. I know you're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, sir. We are going to get to the answers that we need to have, and the American people can handle the truth, by the way. We don't need to shield them from the truth. What we need to do is shield them from the lies.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Just give us all the facts, everything, you know, and let us decide. Give us the facts and let us decide. We cannot. We have to be an informed population so we can actually vote the way we should. And without having the facts, like he was saying, you can't debate. You can't make decisions. You know, and by our media lying to us all the time or not reporting things to us because it's not good for the narrative, it's not good for our establishment. That's what I'm talking about. We got to find out who these people are, because these are people doing this. I know it's a government organization such as FEMA or our Secret Service or FBI, but it comes down to the people who are there running things. And what we need to do is with Elon, which I think it's just so important, with Elon and RFK and Tulsi Gabbard to a lesser extent, your Tucker Carlsons. We need them going into these agencies. And number one, we need to get rid of some of these agencies altogether. There's no sense in me going trying to fix things. I mean, they really kind of just need to just go away. There's just so much bureaucracy right now that there's just too many people making bad decisions. So Elon being part of this is going to be great. So let's see. Why is he going there? Let's see here. All right. Elon Musk says he will be there to support Donald Trump on Saturday, when the former president returns to Butler, Pennsylvania, to hold a rally at the site where the first assassination attempt against him unfolded this year. The Republican presidential nominee is slated to speak October 5th at Butler Farm Show Fairgrounds in the suburb of North Pittsburgh. I will be there to support, Musk wrote on X late Thursday in response to an image shared promoting the upcoming event. Butler on Saturday, historic, Trump wrote on X alongside an image of him raising his fist that was taken on July 13th, moments after he had been shot. That right there, man. That's a powerhouse team right there. Yes. That is what we need in Washington to fix things. Right there, those two guys. And this guy, oh, just so happy to have Elon on the team. Absolutely love the guy. Not a big electric car fan. However, I think they're great. I mean, I wouldn't buy one, but I'm all for the electric car. To each is their own. No mandates, of course, but hey, if you want an electric car, if it works for you and your family, that is great. It's harder for me because people are in kind of, let's just say you're in real estate, you're in transportation or something like that. You, you need a car that you can rely on for long ranges. But anyways, kind of off subject, guys. Sorry. Musk had said following the rally, I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. So that's when Musk came out big time for Trump. After that assassination attempt, he was all on board now. And you have to ask yourself, why are they trying to kill this man? I mean, if Kamala Harris is up in the polls and she's going to win, who cares about Trump? He's not going to be president. I don't think the polls are really right, guys. I think we're going to see a too big to rig election. Trump's campaign said last week that President Donald Trump will return to Butler, Pennsylvania to hold a rally on the very same grounds where he came within a quarter inch of losing his life. During a rally last Wednesday in North Carolina, Trump said that he wanted to return to the venue in Butler to finish our speech. As you know, there have been 2 assassination attempts on my life that we know of. In the first case, in Butler, Pennsylvania, great place, and we're going back to Butler, said. We're going back to finish our speech. What a trooper. I mean, that is the American spirit, and that's why so many Americans can relate to this guy. I think a lot more would too if people would get away from the mainstream media, get more into getting your news, off social media from everyday independent journalists like myself, or Benny Johnson, or go get all sides. Watch the Turks, TYT. I watch them. I watch Jimmy Dore. There are other. And I don't get me wrong, I go to the mainstream media too, but I'm not getting all my information from one source. Or when I say one source, I mean from the ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox. If you really get your news from these locations, you're just not going to be a well-rounded individual. You are going to be an individual who follows that narrative, either the right's narrative or the left's narrative, and they're relatively the same. I mean, there's a couple of, they have us fighting against each other, but the narrative's the same on the big things. The Ukraine war. Oh, if you're a Handy fan, Handy loves the Ukraine war. Putin bad. Putin bad. Yeah, deep down inside, I don't even think Sean even wants Trump to even win, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Trump's campaign said that the former president would honor those lost in the assassination attempt during the rally. Corey Compositor, 50, was a firefighter and a father of 2 daughters. He historically sacrificed his life to shield his wife and daughters during the assassination attempt against Trump, the campaign said. Trump would also recognize the 2 other Americans who were wounded by the shooter, David Dutch and James Copenhaver. He will express his deep gratitude to law enforcement and first responders and thank the entire community for the outpouring of love and support in the wake of the attack, the campaign said. And when the shooter attacked our democracy and tried to end this movement, President Trump will return to the site, joined by tens of thousands of proud citizens, and together they will celebrate a unifying vision for America's future in an event like this the world has never seen before, the campaign added. So I think that's great. Elon's going to be, I'm sure he'll probably say a couple words too. But I just love the fact that Elon's on board. We need that guy. That's a perfect guy to get up in Washington. Guy wants nothing to do with it, but he wants to fix it. He wants to make things better for all of us. So he's going to take his team in there, and they're going to go in, and they're going to go with the law. I mean, they're going to trim the fat off this government. And that's why they're scared. All these bureaucrats, I'm a bureaucrat, my job's safe, they don't do anything but suck a big fat salary away from us, some nice health insurance coverages, beautiful dental, and what other perks that these people get. Another thing is, too, we need to find out the ones who are taking money on the down low. These bureaucrats said, ooh, I got a book deal. Ooh. Yeah, book deal. Money laundering. Money laundering. It's like Hillary Clinton writes this book. It's a $9 million, $11 million signing bonus. Who buys Hillary Clinton's books? Truthfully, nobody. Nobody. She'll have her own charities, like what is it, the Clinton Initiative or whatever that stupid charity is. They're the ones that buy all her books. You can't give those things away. But there again, why would a publishing company pay her $11 million signing bonus when they're not going to make any money on that book? In my opinion, it's all money laundering. Just like when Biden's son, what's that guy's name again? I don't know why it slipped my. I haven't thought about him in a while. But oh, come on, what's Biden's son? What's going on here, guys? Anyways, remember he sold his art collection. Some guy paid $500,000 for one of his pieces of art. Strictly money laundering, guys. It's favors done for those people, and in return, they go buy. They money launder through book deals, through art, selling art, any way they can to launder money, they do. Like a lot of this money that goes over to Ukraine, you think that's all just going over to Ukraine? It's just going to sit? No, it's getting funneled back to these government contractors, and hence they donate to these political campaigns. So we need to find out who's involved in that. We need to follow the money. And if they've done anything, like I said, there's no mass arrest. We just need to do a bunch of investigations. And if people have broken the law, they have to pay the price. And Elon and RFK and President Trump are going to be in charge of that work. I hope J.D. Vance is involved too. I mean, get the vice president involved. Let's do this. We have Congress right now running this government accountability commissions and, J6 stuff. And that's all going to be used when President Trump takes over. We got a head start. So Jim Jordan, I hope, is doing a lot of good up there. I really hope that guy's on the up and up. I really hope he is. The problem is, people that have been there for so long, I just don't know if you have any more honest people left up there. Talking Ted Cruz. Joke that guy is. And we need to get these people out. All right, guys, that's for the video. I got another one coming up about FEMA. We got to talk about FEMA and what's going on with this hurricane relief. It's just absolutely so sad, guys. So please like, subscribe, and share this video.